BBQ ribs are more than just food. They're an experience that brings people together. Picture a sunny afternoon, the air thick with the sweet, smoky aroma of meat on the grill. Laughter, conversation, and the sizzle of ribs set the scene. This is the magic of BBQ. It creates memories and turns any day into a celebration. What makes a great rib? Tender meat that nearly falls off the bone, a deep smoky flavor from hours over wood, and a sticky caramelized glaze. The balance of textures and tastes makes every bite unforgettable. BBQ ribs are universal. They cross cultures and bring smiles everywhere. It's a hands-on meal, and the sticky sauce is a badge of honor. That simple joy is why ribs are the star of backyard parties and family dinners. For pit masters, ribs are a true test of skill, requiring patience and attention to detail. But the reward is worth it. Pride in a perfectly cooked rack, ready to share. You're not just making food, you're creating happiness. This guide will show you how to make legendary BBQ ribs at home. Get ready to master the art of BBQ. With the right approach, anyone can create ribs that impress. Let's dive in and start your BBQ journey. The secrets are simple, but the results are extraordinary. Gather your friends, fire up the grill, and let's make some memories. Welcome to the world of unforgettable BBQ ribs. Great ribs start with the right cut at the butcher counter. Choose between baby back ribs, smaller, leaner, and tender, or spare ribs, which are meatier and richer in flavor. Baby backs cook faster. Spare ribs need more time but reward you with extra juiciness. Look for racks with plenty of meat and even thickness. Avoid those with lots of exposed bone. Good marbling means more flavor and tenderness. Always remove the membrane from the bone side. It's tough and blocks flavor. Slide a butter knife under the edge, grip with a paper towel, and peel it off in one sheet. This step makes a huge difference in texture. Where you buy matters, local butchers often offer better quality and advice. Don't hesitate to ask for their best rack for smoking. Building a relationship with your butcher ensures top ingredients every time. Great BBQ starts with great meat. Your quest for the ultimate ribs begins here. Choose wisely, and you're halfway to BBQ perfection. The right rack sets the stage for everything that follows. Trust your eyes and your butcher's expertise. With the perfect ribs in hand, you're ready for the next step. Let's move on to building flavor. The foundation of unforgettable BBQ is set. The dry rub is your first layer of flavor. It creates a savory crust, called bark, and infuses the meat with spice. A classic rub balances sweet, savory, and spicy. Brown sugar, salt, black pepper, and paprika form the base. Add garlic powder, onion powder, and a touch of cayenne for depth and heat. Mix half a cup brown sugar, a quarter cup paprika, a tablespoon each of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a teaspoon of cayenne. Make a big batch and store it for future BBQ cravings. Pat ribs dry, optionally coat with mustard to help the rub stick, then apply the rub generously on all sides. Press it in. Don't be shy. Let the ribs sit for at least an hour or overnight for deeper flavor. Experiment with extra spices like cumin or mustard powder to make it your own. The rub is where your signature flavor begins. With your ribs seasoned, you're ready for the next step. Let's build the perfect glaze. The glaze is the finishing touch, sweet, tangy, and sticky. Make your own for the best flavor. Start with ketchup, brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, molasses, and Worcestershire sauce. Add garlic and onion powder, plus a bit of your dry rub for continuity. Simmer until thick and glossy, about 15-20 minutes. Apply the glaze only in the last 20-30 minutes of cooking to avoid burning. Brush on a thin layer, let it set, then repeat for a perfect caramelized crust. This step transforms good ribs into legendary BBQ. The right glaze makes every bite unforgettable. Now let's talk about cooking for tenderness and smoke. Low and slow is the secret. Cook ribs at 225-250 degrees fire for hours. This gentle heat breaks down fat and connective tissue, making the meat tender and juicy. Use wood chips or chunks for smoke, hickory for boldness, apple or cherry for sweetness. Soak wood chips before adding to the coals or smoker box. Set up your grill for indirect heat coals or burners on one side, ribs on the other. Monitor the temperature with a reliable thermometer. Try the 3-2-1 method for spare ribs. 3 hours unwrapped, 2 hours wrapped with a splash of apple juice, 1 hour unwrapped and glazed. For baby backs, use a 2-2-1 method. Patience is key, don't rush the process. This is what separates good ribs from great ones. Now, let's see how to know when they're done. Doneness is an art. Look for visual and physical cues. The meat should pull back from the bones by about 1/4 inch. The bark should be dark and the ribs juicy. Use the bend test. Lift the rack with tongs. If it bends and cracks, it's ready. Try the toothpick test. It should slide in with little resistance. Check several spots for even doneness. When you see bone pull back, a deep color, and the meat passes the bend and toothpick tests, you've nailed it. Now it's time for the final glaze and serving. Your patience is about to pay off. Let's serve your masterpiece. Let the ribs rest 10-15 minutes to keep them juicy. Place meat side down, slice between the bones, and arrange on a platter. Garnish with parsley or lemon for a fresh touch. Classic sides: coleslaw, cornbread, baked beans. Complete the feast. Don't forget extra sauce for dipping. Gather friends and family and dig in with your hands. Provide plenty of napkins. Messy is part of the fun. The shared experience is what makes BBQ special. With every bite, you'll taste the time and care you put in. You've created more than a meal. You've made a memory. This is the true reward of BBQ mastery.